Hey guys, Ike here from Mike'sOutdoors.com. Here today to do a review on the Hunter's Kloak Gen 2. Okay, so this is the Generation 2 of the Hunter's Kloak mist system. And we'll show you kind of how this thing works, and we'll talk a little bit about it, and then of course we'll wrap it up with the good and the bad. So this is a pretty cool system. It's got a power button on the front, and it's got a delay button on the front. On the side is your charging port, and this is going to come with a cord that you're going to hook right in there, and you're just going to hug it into a USB port on your computer, USB port on a plug-in, and plug that into the wall. So easy peasy operations on this thing. On the bottom here you're going to have a panel, and right in here is your battery, and on this side is your cartridge system, and we'll show you some of the cartridges that they have available. They got a lot of different scents that are really cool. So to operate this thing, what I do, you're going to basically put that in there in the correct orientation after you charge this thing. I turn it upside down for 10 to 15 seconds, which I don't even know if that's necessary, but it does seem to help. You're going to push the power button one time, and you see there the mist starts to roll out. Now if you want to change it from every 6 seconds, you can change it between 6, 9, and 15 just by pushing this button right there. You push that now and we're at 9, push it again and we're at 15. Right there, we're back down to 6. So you'll see here in just a second, the mist will roll right out of the top of this thing, and it'll roll out in those 6-second intervals. It stopped working. So it did a mist there for a minute, and then it stopped working. So what I'm doing is I've taken this cartridge out, and I'm just pushing that down and just letting it absorb a little bit of the material. You can see it's coming out on my finger there, and we'll see if it'll work now. I don't know why it stopped there. So power off, put the power back on, and it has stopped working again. I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's try a different cartridge. I don't know. Try the delay settings on here. See if maybe it's doing it, I'm just not seeing it. It's not working. Alright, let's try powering it off. And let's try changing cartridges. I've got an earth cartridge here. Another earth cartridge, let's try it. There we go. So I had to change cartridges to get it to work. Why that cartridge is not working, I don't know. So there we go. Now we've got it working. We've got every 6 seconds, we've got the mist coming out of this thing. And if I change the intervals on this, it's going to go from 6 to 9 to 15. So it's a really cool system. Again, it comes with a charger, it comes with a lanyard on top of here, and it comes with a variety of scents. We have the fresh earth scent here now, and we also have a sugar beet, an apple, and an acorn. Those are the 4 that I've got. Now it also has a doe urine and buck urine scent, I believe. Now we've got it working pretty good. I don't know why that other cartridge didn't work. So like I said, this is the Gen 2 of this thing, And the reason I had to come up with the Gen 2 is because of things just like that cartridge issue right there. This is my Gen 1 that I've had. I just dropped it, knocked it off the side. This is my Gen 1 that I have. And this Gen 1, this is actually number 3. And this Gen 2 right here is the replacement. So this is the 4th one that I've received from Hunter's Kloak. The original ones just absolutely stopped working. I'd plug them in and they just wouldn't charge, or they had some battery issues, or they wouldn't put a mist out. I had nothing but trouble with these, with this Gen 1 Hunter's Kloak mist system. And again, like I said, it had, I had 3 of these and it never did solve the problem. So they just redesigned it and went to the Gen 2. Now, as soon as I opened up the Gen 2, I charged it up, I tested it out, I made sure that it was going to work, and I let it set. Because the problem with that one was I'd let it set and I would stop. Like, it would work good on Saturday and Sunday, and then it would set all week, and then Saturday, Sunday, the next week when I went out hunting, it wouldn't work again. It wouldn't charge, or it would charge, or it wouldn't just make a mist. It just had nothing but trouble with it. And I tried everything. I tried cleaning it, I tried different cartridges, I tried all kinds of different stuff, and had a lot of trouble. Again, like I said, I had to send the first one back, I sent the second one back, and then when they sent me this one, they said, just wait, hold on to it, we'll send you a Gen 2 to replace it. So now I've got the Gen 2, and as soon as I opened this thing up and charged it, I couldn't get it to work, and absolutely could not get it to work, and I couldn't figure out why. And that's when I pulled the cartridge out of it to change it, and I noticed the cartridge was missing something pretty important. Right here on the side, you can see that's where it hooks up internally, and that's how it registers to make this into a vapor. So we've got these little deals right here. The one that came with this unit didn't have those with it, so this one's pretty much just junk. So couldn't use that one. And I let it set, I used it, let it set, used it, let it set, used it, let it set, and then I brought it out here today, and the first thing I did was turn it on, and we had trouble with it. I'm going to try this again with the original. This is the original one that was in there, and see if we can get the thing to mist this time. Again, nothing. I don't know why it's not working now. It's on a 6-second interval. It should have had mist coming out as soon as I put it on, and I don't know why it's not. So as soon as I put this one in here, now it works. So I can't say that the Gen 2 has solved the issues with the Gen 1, because I'm still having issues with this thing. And what sucks about it is so they've had great customer service. I've got one that's operational, but I've got all these scents in here that I picked up because I absolutely love this thing, and I don't know if they're going to work or not. I absolutely have no faith in this thing to work. So let's run down the good and the bad of it. So the good is I love the system. I love the way this thing works, and I love the idea behind it. That mist smells great. It smells like it's supposed to whenever you put the scent in there. It smells like beach, it smells like apple, or it smells like earth. It smells great. I love the mist system because it carries your scent down range, or it carries the scent of this down range, and you can also use it to cover your scent. I like to put it behind me and let it blow across my body, so hopefully it will intermix with my human odor and maybe fool that deer into thinking there's human odor, but there's also earth, apple, or whatever. So I like that idea. I also like the idea, or the other good is it comes in the sex scents, the doe and estrus, and the buck in it, or buck urine now. So really like that design of it as well. The other thing about it is it's a nice way. The good on it is it's a nice way to tell what way the wind direction. I can just look at it right now. I can see what way the wind's direction. It's actually changing direction slightly as we've been making this video. Now the bad on this thing, and there is a lot of bad on this. One, I would never buy this thing again. I love the idea of it, but I've got a lot of money invested in the unit and all the scents on it, and I would not buy it again. I'll say, we'll go back to the good too. Their customer service has been excellent. I will say that. They replaced every unit that's been bad, and the customer service has been really, really good. So, customer service is excellent. Now back to the bad. I would not buy one of these again. like I said, I've got a lot of money invested in this thing, and it has proven to be wholly unreliable. I do not know from one week to the next whether this thing is going to work. The Gen 2, I have already had a lot of trouble with this thing just testing it out for a week. I've got a cartridge that's bad. I've got another cartridge that won't work. So there's a lot of bad about this thing. They also have another system out there called the Rut Rouser. That's like $80, and I absolutely love the idea of it because it actually mixes the scents of doe and estrus and dominant buck or buck urine, whatever it is, together and produces both mists at the same time. Will not buy it. Absolutely will not spend the $80 on it because I've had so much trouble with this Hunter's Kloak. The original review on the Gen 1 was taken down because it just I couldn't have a review up there on something that I absolutely couldn't use. So I'll use this Gen 2 and see, you know, what kind of trouble we have with it, but I predict that it probably is not going to last very long, considering I've had it a week and I'm already having trouble with it. It's just absolutely a great product that is just poorly executed. I love the idea of it, but it just is not working. It just is not reliable, and I don't know whether it's going to work from week to week, from cartridge to cartridge. So I do not suggest the Hunter's Kloak system. The Gen 2 is no better than the Gen 1, so steer clear of the Hunter's Kloak system, and I think you'll avoid having a lot of headaches. So appreciate you guys watching this video. I'm not going to put a link in the video or down in the description below because it's really a poor product and not one that I recommend, so I'm not putting a link down below. Again, follow us on social media under Ike's Outdoors. We're on Instagram and we are on Facebook, and I hate to give this thing a bad review, but I have to give it a good, honest review, and I have no faith in it, so it does not get the Ike's Outdoors seal of approval. I will not buy any more of them, and I'll use that one until it stops working, which I don't think will be long, and then I'll chuck everything in the trash. So check back with us for more product reviews, how-to videos, and ring that bell next to the subscription button down there. If you haven't hit that, please hit it and subscribe as well. Appreciate you guys watching these videos, and please leave any comments that you've got on the Hunter's Kloak. If you've had good luck with it or if you've had bad luck with it, leave those down there, and please leave us a good thumbs up and let us know that you appreciate these videos and good, honest reviews. As much as I hate to say bad things about something that I love, it's a good, honest review, and I hope you guys appreciate us for that. So appreciate you guys watching these videos and appreciate all the support.